Hey guys, welcome to this video. It's been a while since I've done any sort of like gameplay video, but I've been playing through the Spyro Reignited trilogy lately, just for fun, and I got it on Switch recently. I played it on PS4 last year, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video of this because I actually have a PC that can record stuff now. I was gonna do a live stream, but it's like 11 p.m., so I'm not sure if anyone's actually like awake to watch a live stream. So instead, I thought I would just like start recording this series and see how it goes. I'm partway through Spyro 2, but I thought it would be weird to like start partway through Spyro 2. So instead, we're gonna do Spyro 3, which is probably honestly my least favorite game of the three, but it's still a good game. So let's hop in and see how this goes. I gotta say, I really enjoy the Reignited trilogy. I think these are really good remakes of these three games, and I played these as a kid, and I love these games a lot, so it's just cool to see them with like modern visuals. Even if the load times are a little bit much, I'll probably be cutting a lot of the load times and other things out of this, but I thought it would be fun to play through and sort of just give my thoughts as we go through. Oh, here's the first cutscene. So we got all these boys sleeping and all these dragon eggs just hanging out. Nothing could go wrong. Perfectly fine. And then, I honestly do not remember the plot of this game. I played it like a year ago, but I know that I think she's like the bat. Yeah, she's stealing all the eggs. Terrible person. How dare she? Spyro just got all those eggs in Spyro 1, and now she's stealing them all. How could she? Oh, oh yeah, I guess I do remember that they brought back the characters from Spyro 2. I like how they literally have all of these dragons here, but not a single one of them can stop this one girl. Crazy stuff.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will.
How would they know if that was every egg in that? Like, obviously they were all just sitting around there, but like, there were probably other eggs in like the dragon world. Those can't be the only eggs. They just leave them all out, sitting in the open. Oh, so I guess this fairy's gonna tell them.
The holes
Yeah.
came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro.
Of course it has to be Spyro.
Can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
I mean, he can fit in the holes. Although I wouldn't really trust him to do any... Oh, I guess he can't. Okay. Oh, never mind.
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
Oh, and you just jump right in. Alright, so this is going to be a 100% playthrough because I don't... playing these games, like, it's so easy to 100% them. Like, I would feel wrong not going through and kind of, like, doing all the stuff. Finding all the gems sometimes can be a little bit annoying, but in the Reignited trilogy, if you click in on the left stick, Sparks will, like, tell you where the gems are, so if you really can't find one, like, it's not too bad. So this game, I mean, in every Spyro game you're like collecting something, so there's always the gems and then there's always something else. So in the first game you have like the dragons, in the second game it's the orbs, so in this one it's the dragon eggs. So we're just gonna go through, get all the dragon eggs in each level, get all the gems in each level, and just have a solid time. I guess there are no gems in the water there. I'm sure Zoe's gonna talk to us. Yep.
Hi, Spyro. To look
I don't
left or right.
see, like, I guess like someone could play these games in any order when they buy the Reignited trilogy, but it's just so weird to me that they give you tutorials in every single game.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad.
I
Look here,
forgot that
dragon.
she
If you know
like
what's
shows
good
up
for
to
you,
warn you
you'll
like
turn around
multiple
and climb
times
back
through the
into that
game.
hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll
Okay,
never
yeah, she
find.
talks a lot. Basically, she's like, yeah, I hid the eggs. Don't even bother looking for them because your children don't matter to you. Well, I guess they're not Spyro's children, but like, you know what I mean. I love this guy. He's the best. Just a simple businessman, and his business went into a slump after Spyro left, so he came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress, lovely woman. This dude sounds like... Never mind. Yeah, so 300 gems to free Sheila here, who is the kangaroo. I gotta say, one of the reasons that this is probably my least favorite of the three, given, like, obviously it's the largest in scope because it's like the third game, and it is a good game. Like, all the original 3 Spyro games are great. The reason this is my least favorite, especially in the Reignited trilogy, though, is they try to put these other characters into the game, like Sheila, who, like, spoilers, you will get to play as, and I just don't find any of their playstyles as fun as Spyro. I don't really know why they felt the need to do that, but they did, and the Reignited trilogy makes it worse because the playstyles with the other characters are extremely janky. So I think Spyro 3 in general in the Reignited trilogy is probably the weakest. I feel like they ran out of time, and there's a lot of glitches and stuff in 3. Actually, the only glitches I encountered at all in my first playthrough of Reignited trilogy, they were all in 3. So yeah, not... Oh, what? Rocky... Oh man, I remember this stage. I'm pretty sure this is the one. There's a stage in this game. It's either in this one or in Spyro 2 that I am not a fan of. I hope it's not in this game because I don't want to have to record my reaction to that particular stage. But overall, the original 3 Spyro games are by far some of the best 3D platformers of all time. Like, I'm honestly impressed by how well these games managed to hold up, given that I think Spyro 1 came out in, I want to say, like 97, maybe 98. So like, these games are pretty much as old as me, and they are still pretty good games, like, even to this day. I mean, obviously this is an HD version of them, and it's gonna be better in some ways, but the Reignited trilogy is a pretty faithful remake of the original games, like, in terms of level design and mechanics. Like, for the most part, it's just a prettier version of Spyro 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't really change anything significant. So I think that's just a testament to how well these games hold up. I've played a lot of games from that era recently just because there's a lot of stuff I missed out on. I only had a PS1, so I never played a lot of, like, the N64 games that people rave on about. But, like, there's something about, like, I don't know, you go back to Ocarina of Time and, like, it's a great game, but there's also, like, there are portions of that game that have not aged well, similarly to, like, just even, like, Banjo-Kazooie. But I feel like you throw a fresh coat of paint on Spyro, and it still very much seems like a game that could have come out now, and it would have been pretty much just as successful, I feel like. Oh, I guess Hunter gives you an egg if you glide over, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so there's a guidebook in this game. If you press minus on Switch, or oops, I pressed the wrong button there. Alright, there we go. My fingers worked correctly. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's over there. I was wondering how I was supposed to get there. Like, I've played this game before, but it's surprising how many things I do not remember at all about it. Oh, and yeah, I guess he did give us an egg. Here's Colt Rain. Some of these names are bizarre. Like, I feel like they ran out of, like, normal names they could have given these dragons, and they just started coming up with, like, the wackiest names possible. I don't remember if the names were like that in the original or not, but I don't know. This is a super fly power-up, so it just lets you basically, like, fly instead of glide. I'm actually not... Oh, I guess it's to go up here. Oh, there's a dragon egg up here. So the Amy, I guess, with an I, because for some reason they couldn't just have spelt it normally. I think that's all the dragon eggs in this. Oh no, there's one more. Head bash the rock. I feel like I know exactly which rock it's talking about, because when I passed by it earlier, I was a little suspect about it. Yeah, but so if you've never played Spyro before, basically, it's kind of late into the video for this, but it's just your average 3D platformer from that era. It's a collectathon, so you got these gems that you go around and collect in each level. The guidebook kind of explains it, but each level has a certain amount of gems and then a certain amount of dragon eggs, and you just have to collect all that stuff and then get to the end of the level. It's different in each game what you have to collect. The gems are always there, but it varies for like the other stuff. And this is the hub world, so in each game there's a hub world. Well, there's multiple hub worlds, and the hub worlds also have collectibles, so you have to make sure to do those as well. They gate progression also through oh, I thought this was the rock, but maybe not. They gate progression through the, like, you have to get a certain amount of like dragon eggs or gems to move on to a certain stage. So as you can see here, like, you need like 14 dragon eggs for this stage to unlock. So that's kind of how they like stop you from just immediately beating the game, because you don't actually have to do everything in this game. In fact, you kind of have to do like the bare possible minimum. Like, if you just play like 2 or 3 levels per world, you can beat the game pretty easily, but that's really boring and no one wants to do that. So I'm trying to find this rock. Is it, which rock has the dragon egg in it? I thought it was that one, but I guess it's not. Ah, okay, so I figured it out. So it means that. I don't know why I thought head bash was like running into it, but I forgot, because you get that ability pretty late in Spyro 2, and I haven't gotten it in my most recent playthrough of Spyro 2, so I kind of forgot that he could do that. So yeah, okay, so now we have 2 gems left, so let's see. Yeah, so a lot of this series is just going to be like pretty chill, and I might stream parts of it just to make it more interesting, but it's basically just going to be us like collecting all of the gems and stuff. The levels are definitely more interesting than the hub worlds, just by the fact that they're levels with like enemies and objectives and stuff, so that's a little bit more fun. But basically it's just a collectathon, so I'll probably just like talk about multiple things, including the game, and we'll just go through and have a good time. I'm sure people want more stuff to watch because everyone's at home, so this will be a good way to do that, I guess. And also, I just like this game, so it'll be fun. Alright, what does Counselor George have to say? I do not like his voice. Okay, so Rhinox have taken over the town, I guess, so we're gonna have to, like, free it. Gotta make sure we get all the gems. They usually put all these gems behind where you start very deviously. So that dude just killed himself. Like, I didn't even do anything. Why are they scared? They're supposed to be like conquering the town, but they're just like hiding in fear. These guys don't seem very, like, how'd you let these people take over your town? Like, they literally run away the second they see me. I don't know, maybe it's because he's a dragon, but like, they do not seem very fearsome at all. So who knows? This is what the extra lives look like in this game. It's basically just a butterfly, which is interesting because in the first game, the butterflies are to replenish health. Oh, they are in this game as well, so that's weird. I don't know. That should not have happened the way it did, but whatever. Yes, I know how to play the game, thank you. So the bigger enemies, like Zoe there, just told us very kindly, you have to flame. The smaller enemies you can charge, but I tend not to because charging is kind of, I don't know, like, it's hard to control. He runs pretty fast, so it's like only really like useful for getting around quickly versus like actually taking out enemies, at least in my opinion, or like walking up to enemies really quickly to flame them, but I wouldn't use it as an attack very often, I would say. So now let's go up here, get these. Yeah, I mean, if you've played a collectathon before, or, you know, Spyro at all. I mean, I'm sure most of you have probably played this game, but you know how it is. One thing I would recommend if you get the Switch version of this game, when I first got it, it ran really terribly, and like I'm sure you can notice like stutters here and there, but it actually runs pretty well, assuming you turn off one option. In the options menu, there is an option to disable motion blur when you're charging. For some reason, that seemed to have made a huge difference in the performance, or maybe it's just that the motion blur effect on Switch is really poorly implemented, and I don't know, it was making me nauseous, and I thought it was because the frame rate was dropping, but it could also just be that that it runs better without it. I don't know, but I would recommend turning that off, because the game has been way better ever since I did that. So that's a tip if you have the Switch version. If you don't, the game should run fine. I played it on PS4 and it ran pretty okay. That is a giant chicken. Obviously it should run fine on PC, assuming your hardware is good, but on Switch it has some issues, but it's not as bad as I initially thought when I first started playing it. I thought it was going to be unplayable, but turning off motion blur actually helped a lot. Yeah, so basically I've just been playing a lot of games lately, and I was like, hey, why not like film some of them and put them on YouTube, because I have nothing better to do, and why not just like make content of my playthroughs through games. Obviously I've played this one before, so it's not like a blind playthrough or like my first impressions of anything, but there are a surprising amount of games that that was actually kind of funny. There are a lot of games that you would think that I would have played that I haven't. Like, I'm playing through Ocarina of Time for the first time right now. I've never played, you know, like Majora's Mask or pretty much most of the Zelda games. I've only played Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening, I guess, the remake. So there are a lot of Zelda games I haven't played. I did a poll on Twitter for what game I should stream, and people seem to want Metroid Prime out of the choices that I put. So I'm either gonna stream that or I'm gonna do a like a video series of it, but I will play it because the fourth one is gonna come out at some point, so why not? So here we have a lot of people's favorite segment in any Spyro game, the skateboarding segment. I have friends that love this segment, but also just like in general, like a lot of kids my age that played Spyro when they were a kid, just spent a lot of time in this skateboarding course. And the thing is, like, I don't know, at least in the Reignited trilogy, it's not that, I mean, looking back on it, I guess it's not that great, but also it might have been then, and I just, like, it might have been good because, you know, like, you're a kid, and, like, this is cool. But for a lot of people, this was, like, their Tony Hawk, like, just doing this for hours, and it was just, like, a small part of this, like, level. I think it comes back in, like, one of the other levels, but it's not really a huge part of the game, but people really like it. So basically, you're supposed to get, oh no, Spyro, your board cracked. It doesn't matter because we're gonna have to go back through here and collect these gems anyway, so I might as well do that right now. But basically, you're supposed to torch those like ladybug dudes, as I'm sure you saw me do. The interesting thing about Spyro also is that the objectives, especially in 2 and 3, the objectives in the levels are very much they're like never the same. So like in this level, you're like skateboarding around and like trying to like torch these dudes, but like I just played a level in Spyro 2 earlier today where you're like trying to like collect orbs from enemies and put them into like machines before the enemies spawn back in and then take the orbs. So it's almost like a tower defense type thing, and I just kind of like that variety. Like, I feel like a lot of platformers, especially, well, I mean, no platformers really, 3D platformers don't really exist anymore, but a lot of like the later platformers that came out on like the PS3 and 360 kind of like lost that charm because they were very much like I feel like even like New Super Mario Bros. Wii falls into that. That's a 2D platformer, but it's like very similar where like the level structure is just very vanilla, and it seems almost like they were trying their hardest not to take any risks. And I kind of don't like that. Like these older 3D platformers, like sure they have their problems, but they're also like charming in a weird way that I feel like a lot of new games aren't. Obviously you get a few here and there that are standouts, but for the most part, the 3D platformers that exist now are not the great. I mean, we had like Ukulele. That's like the only one I can think of. That one's not very good. So, and I keep missing this. So, you know how it is. Okay, I got that guy. Now Hunter's gonna give us Emily, which also, side note, he's supposed to be helping us, and he's like holding these eggs hostage, which is kind of funny. Oh, there's a more difficult one. Go get him, Spyro. Okay, what am I doing this time? Ah, 15 of these do. Oh, and there's a time limit. Okay. Well, this time I can't keep messing up now. There we go. Got that guy. There's another boy right there. We're gonna have to torch this one. I guess these aren't ladybugs. The icon like makes them look like ladybugs, but when you actually see them, they're like dinosaurs. I don't know what these are. Yeah, one of the other things, I guess like some like old school Spyro fans aren't a huge fan of the Reignited trilogy, not because of like gameplay changes, I guess, but because they don't like some of the changes to like the enemies character designs, which like I can understand to some degree. I think most of them look fine, but I like these ones. I don't remember what they looked like in the original game, but these do not look like that icon in the corner, so I don't know. We're almost done. Hopefully I can get them all. I feel like I still missed this one. The controls are kind of weird. I guess I didn't. Okay, I don't want to break his board because then I have to go get another one, and that's just not conducive for anybody involved. Come on, Spyro, let's get him. Let's get him. There we go. Okay, 2 more, and they're up there. I don't know how I get that one. I know how to get the one that I got last time, but there's one that's just like kind of hanging out, and I don't know how I'm supposed to get that guy. Oh, there's a ramp. Okay, question answered. Okay, 14 of 15. See, it's weird because you would think pressing jump would make you jump off the ramp, but no, pressing the jump button will put you into like free fall back onto the ramp, so it's actually, you're supposed to press jump if you want to stay on the ramp, which is weird. Alright, so now we have Daisy, which honestly a lot of these dragons look exactly the same, so like it's the only thing differentiating them really is their names, which I think is kind of lame. I get why they did it, and I know that it was like that in the original game, but it would have been nice if like they made them somewhat different, because in the first game the dragons that you collect all have like different personalities, and in Spyro 3 a lot of them are just the same exact like model, with like that like first guy that we saw that dances, you see him a lot. Like I remember seeing it multiple times. Why is this? Oh, okay. I thought it was telling me to go back in there, and I was like, I was just in there, and you said there was nothing in there. Okay, Sparks, where is it? Sparks wants to go home. No, Sparks, because we don't have all of the gems, and I refuse. Oh, actually, you know what? It could be, because there's a Sheila hub up there. It could be that you have to play part of the level as Sheila to be able to get all the gems. I'm pretty sure there's some in there and they count as part of this level. Same with that other dragon egg, which is one of the only real disappointments I have with like the second half of the series. In Spyro 1, you can just go into a level and you can get all of the gems and dragons immediately. In 2 and 3, they kind of make you like come back to levels by gating like specific things behind like abilities or characters that you unlock later. I feel like that's kind of lame. I just don't like when games do that at all. It's more fun to just be able to do everything at once, especially in a game like this. It's not really the type of game that I want to like backtrack in, but it's whatever. They're still great, and it's like a minor inconvenience. I think that's probably all of the ones I can get without Sheila, but I'm gonna go through with Sparks and just double check because why not? Ah, missed one here. There's always these ones in the corners that like are so easily missable. Yeah, Sparks is saying go up there, which is where the Sheila thing is, so I'm guessing probably have like everything, and that one says hop to Rapunzel, so the hop kind of gives away that it's going to be Sheila. So we're going to come back here anyway. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it. So yeah, let's just return home, I guess, for now. Alright, so now that we're back here, let's tackle the next level, and then that'll probably be it for this like first episode, because I don't really know like how long content should be on YouTube in this day and age, because it used to be like when people made playthroughs like this, it would be like 10 minutes per part and that's it. But then now like everybody's uploading like 45 minutes to an hour, so I don't really know like how long each part of this should be. I guess that's a question for the comments. You guys can let me know how long you want each part to be. Should it be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40, an hour? I don't really know. I mean, I guess YouTube saves your position, so it doesn't really matter, but it also matters in the sense that like how long do you want each part to be, because like then it matters how many parts there are overall. So I guess that's part of it. I don't really know like what the consensus is for like the length of these parts. Oh, I think I'm supposed to talk to her. Man, these I might never see a rainbow again. Talk about dramatic. Okay. Well, luckily Spyro's here to save the day, so you will see a rainbow again. I assume I do that. Yes. Alright. Let's go up here. Oh, there's another one. What do you have to say?
If my wings were big and strong like yours.
Oh boy. Flattery will get you nowhere. Spyro does not take kindly to your compliments. He is a dragon that does not like to be complimented. That's probably not true. Alright, now that we have those, let's go up here. I feel like it's weird, because I played this game, I want to say like a year ago? Like, it wasn't that long ago, but I don't remember like half of these levels anymore. I guess just because there's so many between the three that you only remember like the really iconic ones, like the skateboarding one, obviously I'm gonna always remember. But yeah, like this one I don't really recall too well, but I mean it's fine. It's not a bad level. So let's get Stephanie. Hey there, Stephanie, what's up? That is one fat baby dragon, let me tell you. Okay, let's get these. Oh yeah, the guys with the shields you can't flame because their shields are flame proof, so you have to charge them. Interesting side note, if you've never played Spyro, or you're thinking about playing it, or you're watching this video for help, which, like, God, why would you do that? Yeah, so that's how that works. Alright, I feel like I got every gem in this area, so time to hit the button and go up the elevator, or whatever this is. I don't actually really know. Oh God, it's you. What do you want? My favorite dragon. This dude's just the best. Like, this is the best character in all these games because he's just the best representation of business, and business needs to be represented in more games, I feel like. It's just important that we have that there. And I say this not because I'm a business major, of course, but just because, you know, he's a good guy. What can I say? Yeah.
Remember to get
Spoilers at the end of the game. He has a really fun part, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, you know, he does like to charge you for things. And you know, that's just how business works. So I think it's fair, but some people don't like him. Same way they don't like Tom Nook. But I think Tom Nook is a great businessman. Alright, let's get all these gems. Oh, there's another portal. I don't remember these portals being this common, but...
Oh, Q activated.
Oh, there was a dragon egg. That dragon is dead. Like, that egg definitely would have cracked falling from that height. Unless dragon eggs are, like, way more sturdy than, like, any other type of egg known to man. But I kind of highly doubt that. So, we'll see. Okay, so I guess we'll go in here. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I hated this one. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember why I hated it, but just seeing that guy brought back bad memories already, like from like 1 year ago. It's traumatic. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Keep him hot? Is that what it said? Okay. I mean, I feel like that's easy enough, but I feel like also there's going to be something really hard about this. That's, like, why I hated it. Oh, maybe it's not this level. Maybe they come back in another level. That didn't seem too bad. I don't know. I guess we'll see. There's a lot of gems around here, though, and I will take that. I also need to get up there to get all of the gems that are up there, as well as these. Lots of gems. Just like, I mean, I know that's like the thing in this game, but, you know. Oh man, he is happy to be in there. Look how happy that man is. That is a happy man. I do not like that, so we're just gonna go around that. Oh, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna have to bring the other two of them up these stairs through the fire, and that's why I didn't like it, because I feel like they like make you go through the fire somehow. I don't know. Okay, let's try the second one. Actually, no, we're gonna get these gems because money is important, because we have to pay money bags for his business expenses. But then we will take this boy to the... Are they all really just gonna go this way? Why was this hard? Oh no, okay, they do go different ways. I just... Maybe they do come back in another level. Oh, no, okay, yeah, he does go through the fire. But that still isn't that annoying. I don't know. Maybe they come back, because I remember something being really annoying about them, but I don't remember what. Or maybe I was just stupid the first time I played this. I don't know. That's also a very large possibility, to be honest. What happened there? Okay. Let's go, bud. Oh man, yeah, he goes out really quickly. I guess maybe that's what it was? I don't know. Alright, now they're gonna do something. I don't know what they're doing, but... Okay. Well, they became big guy.
Now that's
That's what I call a son. Hi, Lulu. What's up? There's Lulu. Totally doesn't look like any of the other dragons in this game. Why would you think that? Oh, I guess there's a gem. Oh no, that's just the way out. Okay. Did I miss 2? Wait, what level is this? Oh man, no, I missed a lot. Okay. Let's go find the other gems. Oh, you can go up here now. That's probably why. Yes, this is definitely where I went wrong. Oh man. Okay, there's just a whole nother part of this level. Cool.
We usually wake up our rain cloud at the crack.
I have to do what now? Kill these things? Okay. Yeah, I also can't hear the game, like, super well, so that probably doesn't help. I keep missing. This is embarrassing. Some levels in this game are hard. This should not be one of them, but for some reason, I'm having trouble hitting those guys. Okay. 5 of 6. Here we go. Last boy. Wow, now the cloud is just jamming. Look how happy that cloud is.
Do you want this doodad?
Yes, I want this doodad. This doodad's name is Jake. He's someone's child. I also like that all of these eggs hatch immediately after you get them. Like Spyro just has like some kind of magic like egg hatching ability, where if he gets near a dragon egg, then it hatches immediately. Also, these guys hate him. Okay, so these guys are in all 3 games. You basically have to chase them down and flame them, and they'll be holding like something that you want. That one wasn't that bad, but there are some areas where they put them that are just incredibly annoying, and you know they do it on purpose. But yeah, they're around. You'll hear them from around corners and stuff, and you'll know exactly where they are. So if you play the game, then you either know or will know. But yeah, they're not my favorite people in the world. They also, it's weird because the enemy in all 3 Spyro games is different. Like in 2 it's Ripto, in the first one it's Nasty Norik, in this one it's that sorceress. But those guys are in all of the games, which leads me to believe they don't actually like work for anybody. They just like to ruin Spyro's day for some reason, which like you know what, I respect it, but that's a lot of work for very little reward, because they literally always lose. But I guess that doesn't stop Bowser either, does it? So, or like Eggman. How do I get up there? That is the question. And I'm gonna need to find an answer to that, because like I thought it would be that port or that like lifting thing, but that just takes you like way up, and I just want to get up there. Ah, I have found it. I assume that it goes this way. Yes. Okay. So I think these stairs go up to where I'm supposed to be going. It's also interesting. In Spyro 1, the enemies drop gems. In Spyro 2, the enemies don't drop gems. In Spyro 3, I think some enemies drop gems, which... bizarre. Bizarre game design choice. I don't know why they did that, but it's still... it's cool. Whatever. Alright, now we need to make it over there because there's a baby dragon, and we need to save them all. Every single one. That's why this is a 100% run. We leave no dragon behind. We have to save all of these children, even though most of them don't look like they're worth saving, but that's okay. There are 10 more gems somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. So that's where Sparks is going to help us, because I'm lazy, and there are people who try to do this without Sparks, and those people have far too much time on their hands, I would say. Ah, there's one. Well, see, this one I probably could have found. Some of these gems I am not spending the time to try to find. In the pit? Where? Over there? I don't know what that means, Sparks. That's not somewhere I can go. I don't know where it wants me to go. Sparks seems confused. That's not... literally cannot go over there. So... I don't know. Oops, okay. Yep. The only thing I could think is maybe it's freaking out because it's up. Yeah, that is what it was. Alright, mystery solved. 400 to 400. Pro tip, you can just exit the area when you beat the level. Oh. Well, I guess yeah. So you can just exit the level once you get everything. The only time you can't do that is the last part of Spyro 1, when it tells you you have to get to the end of each level to unlock the next one in the final world. Don't do what I did and think you can just exit the level, because they very specifically told you you have to finish the level to like get the benefit of unlocking the next level. And I was so used to quitting out of all the levels once I found all the gems and stuff that I quit out, and then I lost the progress and had to go beat the level again. So don't do that. Oh, I guess this is a good place to stop because there's a cutscene, so we're gonna watch this, and then that'll be it for episode 1, since it's already pretty long anyway. Oh man, dude's so clumsy. Ooh, Spyro is not scared of this sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons, and
She
Pussycat.
really I like that
But
face.
I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after
Oh
this.
man. She killed him. He's dead.
Haha! Come back when you finish witch school,
Ooh, damn.
okay?
Got him.
Say, is it just me, or is she kind of
Okay,
cute
so
when
Hunter
she's
likes
angry?
tsundere. That's what we have established here. Alright, so that is it for episode 1 of Spyro 3. I don't even think 3 is in the title. Spyro, Year of the Dragon. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, yeah.